Apologies about all these interruptions. There's a thing occurring. We'll go ahead and, actually... yeah, we'll do the tour. Even though I hate doing the tour. Kina has no time for tours. Vivi, however, will follow us. Vivi's a good friend. This is our source of water. I shall elaborate later how we have water here, which is like extraordinarily important to the topic of this is where our water is. This is our inn. Let's move on. But you're a terrible tour guide, by the way. I mean, not that I would be a good tour guide, but seriously though. This is our water. Uses the power of the sandstorm to pump water up from the ground. And of course the sandstorm is perpetual, so the pump is running perpetually. Quite a lovely system they have set up here. Here's the observatory, where if you desire, you can observe the sandstorm. And of course, no town is complete without a cathedral of some description. It is a lovely building. That is important, by the way, the harp, which contains a magical stone. The harp and the magical stone, of course, are both important. And that concludes the tour, I think. I learned basically nothing. You can do that, Vivi. I'm gonna wander off. Get all these active time events from Kina, I think, is the source of most of them. No yummy yummies anywhere. Kina is upset. I don't know why I'm pronouncing things so poorly. It's Dan. Dan, of course, sells items, some of which are, of course, useful, like this partisan. That racket we will purchase, the mithril rod, I thought we already had a mithril rod. Whatever, we'll buy another one. It's not like having extras is a problem, because they're so useful for like everything. There's really no downside to using them, or to having extras. So we'll get an extra bandana, a couple of mage's hats, a mithril helm. I'm just gonna blow basically all of my money, apparently. In fact, I blew slightly too much of my money. Oh well. And of course I can't equip most people anyway, because they're not freaking over here. So that's Undead Killer. Bandana will have to wait. Unfortunately, I can't equip anything, because we still have abilities to learn. That's the inn. We could go in it if we want. I don't think there's anything of note here, but we could go wander around like, woo, it's the beds and stuff. There's a Moogle here. Hello! Mopley. From Ruby to Zidane. Do I know any good actors? I mean, we are a bunch of outlaws, though. Mopley wants to be an actor. Well, go be an actor. Do you have any letters to deliver? No, okay. I want mail, Koopa. I'm sure you do. Apparently there's an item over here. It's an ether. What you do? There's also this cool clock, which I actually like, but I don't think this clock would work very well considering the dangly bit, the weight is bent. I don't know what that's actually called. I don't know the terms for grandfather clocks. Also, you can tell the original quality, the original absolutely terrible quality of the backgrounds on animated stuff. You can see how pixelated it is. I had to keep the sizes down. An echo screen. And of course, rooms for 100 gil, don't care. Please stop right now, excuse me. couldn't remember the button to push, sorry. You demon! That's really rude, he's not doing anything. And apparently you sell those. Should probably buy some tents, but whatever. Oh, hello. I am a visitor. How are you? What are you guys up to? You might also probably notice the drastically different attire of the two nations, where they are the same peoples. They were very different nations, though. Also, there's a lot of females in Clara compared to Burmecia. At least, it seems to me that most of Clara is female, though. At least most of the Clara they show you. I don't know, they could be hiding stuff, but... It's quite clear he's not evil. He's not trying to murder you right now. He's done no such thing. Oh man, it's gonna let us view both of the active time events without zoning, or without going to another screen. Mushroom. It's a very large mushroom. I always like how Kina eats stuff and then says, I hope it's edible. Mayhaps I am. Is there a problem? I love how the NPCs that have never even met Kina always say she/he. They never say they or them or it. It's always he, she, he, whatever. You're lucky the Clavrin peoples decided to take you in. I was trying to talk to this person. There they are. Our dances evoke greater power than those of Burmecia. The Burmecian people are garbage. Indeed, Burmecia is a war-based society or a military-based society. Whereas, Clara is quite obviously a peace-based society. I have a message for Master Zidane. Please wait at the inn. Okay. Apparently we have to wait at the inn. Oh well. Thankfully, inn stays are really cheap in this game. Even compared to other Final Fantasy or JRPG games, the inn stays are really cheap. The Antlion's mauling a kid. He's informing the High Priest. No, like he literally just said he's informing the High Priest though. Now we, as Zidane, do not know this person down here, but Vivi does. There he is. It's good old Puck. Now I remember the Antlion being remarkably annoying. Like hell, I'm fine. And of course Freya also knows Puck. As it turns out, it's Prince Puck. I remember this enemy being kind of annoying, so we'll see how this goes, considering I have done not a whole lot of leveling with this group. And of course we have to steal from it because that's how this works. Now that's one of the annoying things that it does, is it causes sadness. You know what, we may as well use Mighty Guard. I mean, I learned it specifically for this purpose, is to use it at the start of fights. Because we have to sit here doing no damage to the boss for so long. I, again, doubt we can poison it, but we may as well try. Anointment cures sadness, by the way. Or jump? Nah, just attack. Yeah, see how that goes. It missed. I'm not even gonna bother casting it again. Oh yeah, it counters, that's right. I recall now. Is it weak to fire or thunder? Or none of the above? I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna have to do Rise's Wind again soon. Because unfortunately, yeah, the buffs don't last very long, which sucks. I wish I understood why it did counter horn sometimes. This is why I hate this boss. I recall now. Where are my high potions? I don't have very many high potions, so... Kina might die. We'll have to see. Unfortunately, that causes blindness and another status effect, I think. Should have cast Rise's Wind. The status effect doesn't matter for Vivi here, because Vivi doesn't have physical attacks, but Kina is now useless, so... I mean, I could have him attack anyway. If he happens to hit, the damage will be nice. In the meantime, we're just going to continue failing to steal and casting Thunder until Vivi's out of magical Thundara, as it were. I really would like to steal it. Oh, god dang it. Steal at some point here. Sandstorm always drops you to critical health. Probably should have just had Vivi heal instead of doing that. That was a bit stupid. Well, Kina's dead, and frankly, I don't care that much, so... Use a high potion on Zidane. Oh, it's dead anyway, so never mind. I don't think we actually got the second item from it, I wasn't paying attention, but I kept failing to steal, and unfortunately, I'm not going to stand here for ages trying to steal from bosses. My apologies. You can specifically look up what the boss drops if you so desire. That sand effect looks really weird. Especially like that left part of it where it's like bending it a little bit. It looks real strange, but anyway. This is Prince Puck. He went to Alexandria. Vivi much nicer. It is true. 'Tis the first friend he had. They watched a play together. Anyway, here's the king. Hello, king. I don't know if Puck really returned to you, because he's already left, and he hasn't done anything except for make us kill an antlion. The best thing you can do. Doing so will help me. Yeah, sure, whatever. We now get to enjoy the traditional dance. That's not good at all. A terrible omen this is, indeed. A very, very, very terrible omen. Literally the only defensive capability this town had is now gone. Good job, Freya. You screwed it up. Indeed, yes, there it is. Sparkling as it is wont to do. I only hope that our enemies do not do literally the only logical thing to do. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, though. I know the queen. Do you really, though? And of course, Beatrix's, all-female guard troop down there. The tall man tainted your mother. And of course Zorn and Thorn are just naturally evil because they're jesters, and that's how jesters work. This is my favorite part, because she just shouts, "Get off me, you scumbag." They're not even anywhere near her, and they have no idea what she's on about, and then they just kidnap her anyway. It's great. How'd that work out for you? Welcome to the Queen's Chambers. A place you would normally want to be, but not in the case of this queen. Yes. That is far from the truth? Oh, okay. But, like, so you destroyed it, though. That was the question. Of course. Believe her or don't believe you. Her. Or you, for that matter. I don't believe any of you people. Hello, Kuja. Yeah, but you have a white dragon, not a horse. There's a slight difference. I will take you to a world of dreams and caress your face very slightly. Prepare to did she just move slightly there? What happened there? Prepare to extract the Eidolons, and unfortunately, extracting the Eidolons means no longer being able to summon said Eidolons. And that's why her birthday was an important point. Because you can only do this apparently when you're at least, or when the target is at least 16. Anyway, they're gonna oddly gyrate in the general direction of the princess. Take that as you will. What are you doing here? Yeah, we got that as much. We got as much as that. I don't know how to English, it's alright. What about the guy who was withdrawn? Well, my mind's only on Dagger. Now what about the guy? He's the suspicious one. The queen can do naught by herself. Let's go together. We can call it a date. And we get to run around as Freya for, I think, like the only time in the entirety of the game. I may as well just do all the equipment later, because I'm going to stop recording for a bit in a moment anyway. I don't know why I ran this way. Oh, there's mushrooms. Can I pick stuff up from the mushrooms? By God, there's a phoenix pinion. Someone pointed out the pinions are only available in battle, and the phoenix downs are available outside of battle, but, you know. That's the thing, I guess. I don't know why they did that, but they did. There's Dan, being a rude fellow. And here's Stiltskin. We will purchase that from him, because we are required, well, we're not required to purchase that from him, but... You have no mail. There's a letter from Monev, apparently. People are climbing up to Clara since the sandstorm disappeared. Indeed. And of course, I want mail, Kupo. We're gonna go ahead and save it here, so I can go actually feed myself and not shrivel up and die. Generally not recommended practice to do that, so. I'm surprised I've actually had this much playtime, but I suppose a lot of that playtime is probably just the game running in the background, because I do that a lot. Anyway. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time, where hopefully I will not burp during the outro.